We are live. Okay. Very good morning to all of you guys. Thank you so much for coming to Upsurge exclusive live session. Today we are live with Siva. And you guys would be wondering who is Siva. No. I think I am wrong. Newbies in the market wouldn't know who is Siva. Everybody else knows. So let me introduce Siva first for the people who don't know Siva. Good morning to all of you guys. Sivakumar Jayachandran is an ace scalper with over 15 years of experience and one of the rare traders who has generated consistent returns by buying options. An entrepreneur by nature, a trader at heart, he's the king of option scalping. That's what people say him. Before taking it over by Sivakumar Jayachandran sir, let me go through the agendas of today's exclusive live session. Why Siva? Why Siva? Because if you guys want to enter into option scalping, and if you guys have any idea about option scalping, he's the right guy to teach you. And if you guys are experienced in option scalping but don't know what are the do's and don'ts of option scalping, how should you buy, when to exit, when to enter, I'm telling you, he's the right guy. So thank you so much, Siva.
Thank you guys, and thanks for the Upsurge team for inviting me for this session. I think whatever the podcast which we have done a few months back, wherein we were sharing all the things what a scalper needed to do, and especially considering today's market scenario, many people have been getting into scalping, and I thought this would be an ideal platform for me to share some of the things which I have gone through over the years, and it may help a few of the users who have joined today. So looking forward for the session. So let me quickly, I don't think you guys needed to see me anymore. So I will stop my video and then share my screen so that it will be easy for you guys to follow me, what I'm going to be sharing with all of you. Now that you guys are able to see my screen, okay, I hope. Today's scenario is a perfect day wherein many people would be trying to gauge the market, saying like, what kind of market is this? Whether I'll be able to take some trades either on the upside or on the downside. Looking at the way the market has been behaving, you just needed to be prepared, okay, based on the data, based on what you see it on the charts, and then you needed to go along with the momentum. So that is the key important thing. And considering nowadays the market has been doing every day you have one expiry. So if you are asking about Monday, we have the mid cap. If you're asking about Tuesday, it is Fin Nifty. Wednesday, again you have Bank Nifty, and probably from the coming month you will also see the Bank Nifty monthly expiry happening on Wednesday itself. Thursday, Nifty. Friday, you have a big one. Sensex is also like recently joined the pattern. So all along, you have expiry happening all through the week. Earlier, if you'd have been looking at it, we had one or two expiries in a week, and then we had the monthly expiries and so on. Now the things have changed completely. So in this kind of a market time, it's important for us to know how to play in this market. The most important element is many traders tend to fail or tend to think that I will be able to trade in all kind of scenarios. Don't do that. See what is the index which is going to be strength to you. If I'm a buyer, I will always try to stick to index which is having a higher value. Why I'm looking for an index which is having a higher value? First and foremost reason, imagine when the Nifty moves around 1%, you can only get around 200 points. But imagine when the Bank Nifty moves 1%, you can see the index moving close to 450 to 500 points. As a buyer, we need the momentum. Okay, we need the momentum, and you need it like in a quick move. As a scalper, that's the most important thing. If you're not able to see a quick move happening in your favor, then you will end up like in holding the positions for too long, and then the whole day you will literally try to fight with the markets, trying to get out of the trade. So as a scalper, that's going to be the key important thing. Now, when I'm talking about this, like, and I'm going to be using the OI Pulse for me to showcase all the charts and then the data, how I perceive the data for the day. Why have I showed you this chart, especially if you look at this is the chart which is giving me a clue what has happened on Friday and how these guys are going to be playing the target today. If you look at it on Friday, the market went down lower with the volume in the second half after 2 o'clock. But after around 2:30, 2:45, there was like in the 220 odd levels, you have started to see a significant recovery. Okay, you have started to see a significant recovery. If you look at the data from 47,980 odd levels, it went to 48,500. That is literally 500 to 700 points in a quick move. That's the critical element which we needed to be looking at. When you're having a drastic move in the last 1 hour, it may be an expiry day move. Many people would have been like, I'm looking at the way the expiry has been happening and they wanted to just play around for that. That's the possibility. Next, there are some people who wanted to position themselves for the upcoming week or upcoming day. So that is something which is also a possibility. That is again a possibility. That's the reason it's very important. As a scalper, you just needed to go with the momentum. And once the momentum is over, you just needed to get out. If you'd have seen my video, I would have suggested any strategy which you are trying to do, it has to be between morning, 9:30, 9:45 till 2:30. Why I don't want you guys to focus between 9:15 to 9:45? Because that is where whatever the position that was done yesterday or the previous day, they will try to adjust the positions or create some fresh positions and so on. I don't want you guys to get caught in the move wherein literally people will be trying to adjust the positions and so on. Don't try to do that. Instead, try to go in the momentum and then capture it. If you'd have seen on Friday, yes, between 2:30 and 3:30, there was a drastic move. If you'd have found fighting or trying to average your positions, you would have literally lost a lot of money. I wouldn't suggest you that. Instead, wait for it to break the VWAP, and then if it is moving with the volume, then it makes sense. But if you see in the Friday move also, this was purely like an expiry play, maybe like a Sensex was making a bottom and then it was trying to close it in the top. Followed by that, it didn't close it at the day's high. Always remember, when the market is not trying to close it at the day's high, and even for that particular day, it couldn't break the day's high there. Whatever the morning opening candle, it couldn't clear the morning opening candle. So in this kind of a scenario, I wouldn't even take the BTST position. If you're taking a BTST position, then you will be getting under a soup. Why? By end of the day, almost if you look at it, it came and closed near to the VWAP. Always remember, whenever the market is trying to close near to the VWAP, it's giving you a clear clue stating, Shiva, like whatever the good work you guys must have done in the options, we are not going to reward you any further. This is a market wherein when the market is closing near to the VWAP, it is a clear sign that it is the futures player who would have won the game, whereas the options player would have lost the money on both the sides. Imagine if you are a buyer who's trying to buy it and then trying to hold the position for the whole day, you would have lost it. But if you're a scalper who's going in the momentum and then trying to capture a few points, yes, you would have won. Currently, what is the market is doing? If it was seen in the morning, the market went lower, but not with the volume. I always insist on getting the volume, right? What is the volume which I'm looking for? I normally look for a volume of more than 50K in the Bank Nifty and 125K in the Nifty. Other indices, currently I might not be able to focus much. The pure reason is these guys are not still trading in the futures with the volume. So I'll just show you the futures chart so that you will know. So if you look at it, all these Bank Nifty charts, you can clearly see they are playing with the volume. I'll just open the mid-cap Nifty, which is the one which is having an expiry today. So if you look at the Jan futures, hardly any volume, 5K, 6K, and so on. But now if you look at the way the market is falling, especially the mid-cap Nifty, this is like in showing you ominous signs. Why? It is not only breaking the, Friday low, and it is just falling like in a pack of cards. This is not going to be a good news. So if I am going to be looking at this data, so today is the mid-cap Nifty, just go and look at the trending OI data, which will give you a clue where exactly the writers are creating the position. So at this juncture, this is the mid-cap Nifty. In the morning, from morning itself, they have been showing you a clear move on the downside. How they have been showing you the move? They have been continuously adding more positions on the call side. We are looking at the cumulative strikes of this, 10,400 to 10,750. And you can clearly see they have been adding more and more positions on the call side compared to the put side, which is a clear sign that they wanted to take the market lower. When the writers are ganging up and creating more positions on the call side compared to the put side, that's a clear sign that the market is heading lower. And I believe in the last few minutes, as we are talking, looks like the market is literally making a pretty bad move on the downside, especially the mid-cap Nifty. If you'd have seen the mid-cap Nifty charts, I'll just show you 10,550 because that is like an in the money strike now. I just opened the options chart. Look at the way the fall has been happening. This is crazy now. I'll just show you 550. Look at this. Something which was trading at around 32 rupees couple of candles. When we started the session, it was trading at around 32 rupees. Now, in the next few minutes, it has gone to 100. It's almost not only doubled, it has gone to a crazy level. So please be understand what is that which you needed to do now. Look at the spot. It is trading at 10,460. So ideally, I'll just go look at 10,500, which is in the money now, which was trading at 9 rupees few minutes back. It is back at 58. When this kind of a crazy fall is happening, the data is now clearly suggesting you, Shiva, this is like in a sell on rise market. How do we know it's a sell on rise market? The OI on the put side has been continuously rising. On the call side, it is continuously rising. The OI on the put side is continuously falling, especially in the last few minutes. When I say last few minutes, look at this data. From 603, it went to 685, 770, 387, that is like a 3 crore 87, 347, 2 crore 30. There is a huge short covering happening. What is short covering? A guy who has sold the put option, he is trying to buy it back at any cost. Why he needed to buy it back at any cost? Because he feels this market is not going to give him any kind of a move, and I needed to get an exit at this current juncture. Okay, if you wanted to see that, I'll also show you the options chart of that. This is your mid-cap Nifty, 10,500. Look at the way the short covering is happening. This is what I was referring to. So if you look at it, the OI at this particular time around 11.6 was 97 lakhs. Okay, and then now the OI has come to 57 lakhs. The OI has come to 57 lakhs. This is the power of the sellers who are covering their position because they are expecting, Shiva, there is no way today the market is going to rise. Let me use this opportunity to exit the position. Let me use this opportunity to exit the position. So ideally, it went to 62, and I believe it is now currently trading somewhere around 40 odd levels. So imagine if I wanted to do a quick scalp. I'll just open up a quick like in a trading window, which is available. Let me just show you, in case if I'm a trader, how would I be taking a quick trade based on this data? I'll just go for 10,550, which is currently trading at 86, 87 odd levels. I'm just taking a quick trade here around 88, 87. The reason for me to go a quick trade is the market has already started to fall. And now, if you'd have seen it, it went to 107 and then started to retrace a bit. Okay, 107 and then started to retrace a bit. So any move on the downside will be an only opportunity for me to do a quick scalp. As a scalper, the most important thing is I needed to see the momentum. The momentum is very much clearly for me. Now I needed to use all the opportunities, whatever that is possible for me to go and take a trade in my favor. So already the positions which we have taken, it is already giving me a profit. Now what I needed to do, I just needed to trail it. I don't needed to do anything. I just needed to trail it. So we have closed the position. We didn't enter in a large quantity. Now, if you look at it, the quantity which we have traded, how many seconds we were there in the trade? 975. We got in at 11:15:05, 11:15:48. That is hardly 30, 40 seconds. We were able to make around 6,700 rupees. How did we do that? All we went in is just capture the momentum. Once the data is giving you all the clue, you just needed to enter, exit, make your quick money. How many of you felt that we did a trade over there? Many people would have felt we never went into a trade. Yes, these are actual trades. These are actual trades. You can see the order number and everything. So we bought it at 87, 88 odd levels. So it's just the momentum which we needed to capture, and then we quickly get out of the trade in the next few. So as a trader now, in case, Shiva, like, and if I would have missed out this trade, where exactly my trade? Imagine if the market would have been falling with the volume, then I will look for every rise as an opportunity. And the major trade which will happen to me is near to the super trend, WMA and the VWAP. First level of resistance will be near to the super trend and then the WMA. WMA is a weak indicator which I use it on the chart. Next, VWAP is the most crucial indicator. Now, Shiva, you showed me on the mid-cap Nifty. Why can't you show it in the bank Nifty? Someone who wanted to play it in the bank Nifty. Imagine I wanted to play it in 48,000. Okay, so currently it is trading at 276. If I wanted to quickly enter, what I normally do is every rise, I will try to enter. Okay, now we have entered around 120 odd quantities. You can see it. And just keep buying the put. Either I will be able to buy using this, or I can use the arrow keys, which is there in the keyboard because I've enabled the one-click platform here. So I can use the arrow keys. And by default, I have set the stop loss also 75 points. Imagine if the trade goes against me. That is a quick move which is happening in the market. And I wanted to quickly exit my position. I don't need it to do anything. I just need it already, like the positions will be getting square out. Now, if you see it, the market is heading towards the zone where I wanted to average my position. The area, this is the area. So once this goes here, this is the area wherein I will be really comfortable averaging more and more position. So something which we took the trade when the price was somewhere around 278, we started to average. We started averaging at 250, and then we are buying it at 265. If you're a trader, you needed to know pyramiding range. Don't try to just only buy it on the down. You needed to ready to buy wherever it is possible, wherever the market is giving you an opportunity. Now that we have bought it at around 268 from 279 odd levels, we have brought down the average to 268. Always remember, once it is above your buy price, try to trail it so that your profit can be protected, your capital can be protected, and you're only playing a risk with your profits. That's the most critical element. Now, if you feel, no, Shiva, like, I'm just going to be waiting till it goes to this level, and then further I will take some more positions and then add it, that's the advantage which you will have. I'm just adding few more positions because I feel there is one big opportunity which is going to be there. Once it reaches this particular level, we might get a resistance. How do we say that confidently that there is going to be some kind of a resistance? If you look at the data overall, you can clearly see from 84 lakhs gone to 98, 1.2 crore, which is a clear sign that sellers have started adding more positions. On the other hand, from 75, it has come down to 50. That means clearly sellers are saying, I think today might be a day wherein I just needed to add more positions on the call side. I'm just going to give you the put side to you as a buyer. You enjoy the day. So that's something which I'm going to be looking out for. So don't get panicked in case if you're seeing that like the price has moved from 280 to 250 odd levels. That is where you needed to be really smart in averaging a position. You needed to know how much is the risk which I can afford to take. Always remember, before even you get into a trade, you needed to know the risk which you can take. Otherwise, it is going to be very difficult for you to hold your position. The risk which I will normally try to take is the maximum should be near to your resistance area. This is the area wherein the bulls will try to, like in say, for example, they will try to break it. The bears will try to defend it. Imagine if I'm a guy who is trying to bring down the market with volume, I will definitely try to defend these two levels. As a seller, that's the area wherein I will try to defend it. And I'm just trying to go along with that particular guy. Okay, I'm just trying to go along with that particular guy. Don't be in a hurry to completely average a position. I normally tend to say people, if you're thinking about averaging a positions with 20% of the quantity, I've not even gone into only 1.5%. So my overall capital is 10 for the day, but I'm not even deploying beyond 1.5%. So if I'm wanting to average up to 20%, I should be looking at till the VWAP level. If it goes here, maybe around 10%. If it goes here, another 10%. So the maximum should be near to your VWAP. But what has happened here? Can you see it? Market not even going near to the super trend territory. So already the positions which we took, it is in a profit. Many people ask me, Shiva, again, why don't we wait till this level to take a position? If you're a small player, yes, we needed to wait till this level. But if you're a big player who wanted to deploy your capital in like in a range, then you needed to use every opportunity heading towards a territory wherein we will try to average our position. Now that it is almost giving you a good profit here, close to 4,000 rupees. And what I'm going to be doing, I'm just going to be revising my stop loss to 275. Once it crosses the 278 mark, we will use this as a stop loss. And then once it keeps moving, we will keep on trailing it, go along with that. This is how I normally do a quick scalp. Now, if the position is getting close, it has got close. We got it. So how many minutes we were there in the trade? Hardly. This one, 11:19 to 11:20. It was a 3-minute trade. Most importantly, the 3 minutes is for us to hold when the move is in your favor. Again, we gave it at 275. Now, if you see it, the price has come down to 270. So as a scalper, I will be able to do many trades, but that doesn't mean I will keep on trading for the day. I normally set a target of 1%. Once you achieve that 1%, get out of the trade, close the like in a login, and then completely enjoy the day. Completely enjoy the day. That's the way you as a scalper will be able to survive in this market. We were just only 20 minutes in the session, and hardly look at how many sessions we have seen so far. We have already taken 2 trades. So anything, when you're entering into the market, be confident with the approach which you are taking, and then you can go along confidently. And if you see a blue line here, why did I draw this blue line? It's a pure line which made the move on Friday. If you looked at on Friday, the market fell with volume, but again, it moved higher with volume from this territory. Can you see this particular candle? It has moved more than 50K. That's the reason I have started tracking this particular level. And if you see in the morning, literally they were holding up this level several times. And it tried to break here. I would have loved another follow-up here, which didn't happen. Now, these guys are literally trying to break it again. They tried to took it higher once, but it couldn't go with the volume on the higher side with the follower. Now they have started to falter. Again, even here, there is a catch. What is the catch for me? Though it is falling, it is not falling with the volume. One thing which is making the overall market structure weak, it's the Dow futures. The Dow, which was almost closing positive territory on Friday, the futures is having like a breakdown, almost 140 points. When you're having a breakdown in the futures, plus the Asian markets are trading in the negative, which is a very good sign for you as a bear who can take the market lower, because not only the data points on the global picture is bleak, the chart is also getting bleak, and most importantly, data is supporting you. I'm a firm believer in the data. Okay, without the data, you can't trade much. Now, Bank Nifty, we are seeing the trade. Fin Nifty, it's a tomorrow's expiry. Nifty is an instrument which I normally try to avoid because, as I told you, the kind of move which you will be able to get it in Bank Nifty or in Sensex, you may not be able to get it in a Nifty or a Fin Nifty or a Mid Cap Nifty as a buyer. But yes, on the day of the expiries, you can try it out. But I would sincerely say, as a buyer, try to focus on instruments. I'll just show you 48,100 as a trade now. So try to focus on instrument like this. Say, for example, I'm just taking a trade here. Look at the quick move, which is happening here. We already got around 135 quantities, and just my average is somewhere around 318. And you can see the way it quickly gives you a reward of 5 rupees, 10 rupees, and so on. That is the most important thing as a scalper. Okay, as a scalper, try to go for an index which gives you a quick move, and at the same time wherein you will be able to play at will. Okay, that is the most important element. So if you feel that the market has given you an opportunity, try to go for it. Every now, from here till it crosses the VWAP, Shiva, will you completely play on the PE side? Yes, I will be playing on the PE side till it doesn't cross the VWAP. If the VWAP is getting broken like this, if you see a follow-up also happening and the market is literally moving higher, then I have no other choice. Square off my put positions and then go along with the other direction. Now we have around 195. You can clearly see already it is giving me close to 700, 800 profit. So as a scalper, my job is pretty simple. Get in, get out, based on the data and use all these opportunities to make money and then get out. So now my job is protect the capital, keep on trailing it. This is a manual trailing. So once it comes and hits that level, it closes your position. That's it. And if you wanted to quickly enter, this is how I do it. Again, I'm entering. If I feel that, like in Shiva, there is a momentum left, I wanted to carry that momentum. And quickly I wanted to get in and then close my positions, even for 500 rupee profit. Like, and we were at 800, 900, right? Once you get that, like in 1,000 rupee or 1,200, trail it. Or if you feel that I wanted to close my positions completely, close it. That's the job which we have given it to you using the one-click platform. I believe so far you guys are able to see how I'm doing it. What are the things which I'm looking at? What are the data points which I'm looking at to take a trade? So all the indices, including the Bank Nifty is bearish. Nifty is bearish. Fin Nifty is getting more and more bearish. Not much, but yes, the mid-cap Nifty is the one which is having an expiry, having a massive bearishness. So all the data points are clearly giving me a clue that this market is going to be a little more bearish. Now, I'm just going to be watching the chart. Why am I going to watch the chart? Are we going to be getting a rejection trade at the super trend, WMA and the VWAP? Let's see. You can clearly see the price is falling, but it is not moving the way we wanted it. I wanted to go up to here. Maybe we might get it at around 305 to 300 odd rupees. So you needed to plan your trade according to that. Now, if you look at it, it is currently trading at 48,113. The level at which this one is 48,146. That means another 30-point move is possible. Then you can at least expect another 15 to 20-point move on this one. So if I'm averaging my positions now, I needed to ready to average my position when it goes to 305 to 80 odd levels. Why 280 odd levels? What if this one goes above this level up to the the VWAP? If the VWAP is getting broken, that is going to be my final stop loss. So normally I keep 10 points or 15 points above the VWAP as my stop loss level and then play it. Now, are they going towards a territory? No. But are they giving me an opportunity here to make a little bit of money? Yes. So as a trader, once we make money, try to go for small quantities. Don't try to go for large quantities and then lose all your profits. Okay. Even with this, sometimes if the trend goes again, like in your favor, you can easily capture 40, 50 points. Okay. Easily you'll be able to capture 40, 50 points. That's the beauty about this. That's the reason I wanted you guys to focus on Bank Nifty. Now, sure, why are you not focusing on the mid-cap Nifty or the, say, for example, the smaller indices? I'll just show you that. If you see this, the overall movement which you can expect in the Nifty indices, maybe 1% or 2%, you will see hardly 100 to 150. But in Bank Nifty or in Sensex, you can, if there is a move of 1%, we can expect 400 to 500 point move, or in Sensex, it can be 600 to 1,000 point move. As a buyer, we need the momentum. As a seller, they needed the index to be in a particular range. So I would love more and more index move rather than just getting a small move. Even that you can, but the only question mark is there, you needed to increase the quantity, fast pace, and then you needed to exit it. Here, you don't needed to do that. So now it has gone above the 330 mark. We will keep it at around 330 and then trail it. In case if it is getting hit, that's absolutely fine. But if it is keep on moving towards 335, I'll be happy. So something which we started with almost 800, 900 rupee profit, with only 180 quantities, we will be able to go on taking it. Now it is almost closing the position. This is how you needed to do a fast-paced scalping. Any trade, once you started to trail in profits, scalping can become positional also. But if the trade is going against you, keep a strict stop loss and then try to exit your position. Okay, that's the most important mantra. Never ever try to hold your positions, because 90% of the traders, what they tend to do is, when the trade is going in your favor, we are quickly booking your profits in 5 or 10 or 15 or 20 points. But when the trade goes against you, we normally tend to hold it for a day or completely to a different level. always remember, you keep certain levels and you keep averaging only to those levels. And if your position is getting stopped out, please put a stop loss, get an exit. Never ever hold a position without a stop loss. That is where you will tend to lose a lot of money. Now, we closed the position at around 333. Can you see what is the price at which it is trading now? It is trading at 325. Okay, so it's always important we go with the momentum, capture those few points which is available as a scalper, and then get out of the trade. Now, for the second half, what I would ask you guys to do is mainly focus on the Dow. Okay, see whether there is, once the European markets open at around 1231, whether there is an opportunity for the European markets to pick up in the green. For some reason, if the European markets also started to stare in the red, and already the Dow futures, which is trading in the deep red, we might get to see the momentum on the downside. And if you look at the VIX as well today, I'll just show you that. The VIX has been on the upside. On Friday, though the market was like falling, the VIX was also falling, which is a positive sign. Now, towards the day end, it closed almost at 12.5. Today, from the morning itself, the VIX has started to spike above the 30-odd mark. And if the VIX is going to keep on moving it higher and higher, then you can expect more and more sell-off to happen. Why? Because there is some seller who's coming into the system expecting to take this market lower. You can clearly see from 328, again it has gone to 337 on levels. Now, Shiva, in case if the market is trying to break down, where is going to be your next entry? Yes, my next entry, in case if it goes above to these two levels, that will be a resistance trade. If not, this is your Friday. Okay, just watch out for this low. Once this level is getting broken with volume, you will see another round of unfall all the way up to 47,786. So what is that 47,786? If you have seen it, that is the level in the past. They would have taken some kind of a support and then the market moved. Okay, it was a couple of days, few days back. That is on Jan 3rd. So this level holds like a significant, because from there the bounce happened purely because it has fallen with volume, and I'm expecting that level to give you a good support. If this level is not giving you support, then you will need to think about the Bank Nifty. It will have like a really a rough ride on the downside. So currently, for me, for the day, these are the two levels which is going to be important. On the upside, Shiva, where exactly you can expect the market to move. The day's high of today's candle and day's high of the previous day candle, and most importantly, the opening candle high on yesterday. So what I can do is I'll just open up a line here. So in case where exactly I can be extremely bullish positionally for this market, once the market clears this particular, once this market clears this level, then I will be extremely bullish. Now you can clearly see this market is playing in a range. Tell me honestly, if you are in a buyer, all you need is just quick moves here and there for you to go take quick trades, make money, get out of the trade. Today, with 20 lakh capital, did we deploy all our capital in all the trades? No. How many trades we would have done it? Hardly like in a few trades here and there. That's it. 3-4 trades is more than sufficient once the trade is in your favor to make money, get out of it. Okay, so as a scalper, keep your expectations also according to that. If you're thinking that with a capital of 5 lakhs or 10 lakhs, I wanted to earn 1 lakh, 5 lakhs, and 10 lakhs, then you will be in a trouble. Okay, keep a like in a risk, and at the same time, whatever the target which you wanted to achieve, it has to be in proportion. I cannot have like an unrealistic target. That is where most of the buyers tend to lose out. As a buyer, you just needed to make some money, quickly get in, get out, and then exit the position. Now it is coming near to the WMA. What I can do, I can take a small trade. It went up to like 3110. But you can clearly see already the WMA, the blue line which you see is the WMA. That is the WMA of 20. So clearly there is some kind of a resistance coming in there. It went to 310, again back to 320 odd levels. But this is a weak indicator. My strong indicator is the super trend. And then the biggest indicator on the chart for me is the revamp. So once these guys unable to clear these two levels, then it will be a good fun. Okay, so is there any queries so far so that I'll be able to address those queries before we move on to show you like in a few more data what I'm going to be looking at for the day, how the data is showing me. Shubham team, any queries so far?
Hi, sir. No queries.
Okay, great. Great to hear that. Like, I believe like so far you guys are able to see some trades. Now, I'll go in detail in terms of what are tabs which will help me in OI Pulse. What are the data which I normally look at in OI Pulse for me to consider this? First and foremost is my advanced chart, which is available here. So here I normally like can add my indicators and load everything. And then what I also do is see whether there are any signals which is getting generated from our AI-driven signals. As of now, no. I'll also be able to see the short trade history here, which will give me a clue on futures how they are playing it. You can clearly see 1, 2, and 3 levels of defense now already getting created. WMA is your first level of defense. Second is your the super trend, and then the third is your payback. Now, first and foremost thing, I also normally look at the RSI levels. If you look at the RSI, when it is between the 40 and 50 mark, which is a clear sign, it is in a no trade territory. Whenever the RSI is between 40 and 50, it is in a no trade. When it goes above 80, that is overbought. When it goes below 20, it is oversold. Ideally, if I'm bullish, I needed to buy between 50 and 75. Between 75 and 80 is the area wherein I will try to buy profits. And if I am a seller, I will try to enter between 40 and 25. 25 to 20 is the area wherein I needed to put my profits. Anything below 20, it is like in a oversold territory. I wouldn't take any fresh positions. Now, you can clearly see in the last 30-40 minutes, these guys are clearly making a move within a range. Now, they needed to break the shackle, take it lower. But good news is, they're just playing around in that territory. You can clearly see they're just playing around, and they are not even, the seller is not even letting it go above the WMA, which is a good sign. As a seller, he's saying, Shiva, like, I'm just luring some buyers to come into the system, but I'm not going to be giving them any kind of a move wherein they will enjoy the move. I'm not going to do anything of that sort. He's clearly giving you that. Now, he is making the moves lower. You can clearly see it went up to 310, coming back to 330 odd levels. There are trades wherein, as a scalper, even I will miss out. Why? When it went above this WMA levels, I was expecting it to go to the super trend, wherein when I could have bought it at 310, I could have easily bought it at 290 also here, 290 or 280. That is something which, as a trader, you needed to be prepared for. If you feel, no, Shiva, I don't want to wait till this level, I wanted to average it, then I will buy 1 lot here, 2 lots here, 4 lots here. Always try to go for the maximum near to the resistance area, because even if it is getting violated, you will not lose much, because maximum average positions would be near to your resistance area. That's right. That's the reason we try to take maximum quantity near to the resistance area. The only challenging part today, though and the data and everything looking like ominous signs for the market to fall, it is not falling. Why? Because there is big money which is not pumping in the volume. So where exactly we will be able to identify that? You can see it in the order history here, whether they are pumping in the volume or not. If not, just open up the futures data, the futures OI analysis for the Bank Nifty, which can give you a clue. If you look at it, from morning they have been building up the short position. This is on 60-minute time frame. The volume is 343, 459. If I wanted to go bullish, I wanted the OI interpretation to change to almost short covering or long build-up, beating this 4.9 volume. Ideally, this volume is little lower, because if you look at the historical volume, I'll just show you for last week on Friday. This is on first or the second, so there will be like hardly any moves. Okay, can you see this? This is on almost 5 lakh. This is again towards the last 1 hour. 8.96. This is a huge one. That's the reason you had like a tremendous move on this particular day. I would love to see this volume at least 5 or 6 or 7 lakhs in volume in a particular 1 hour, which will give me the confidence that this market wanted to fall. So today, these guys are, though they are taking it lower, you can clearly see there is not sufficient push which has been happening for it to take it lower with the volume. Okay, so we will be using this particular tab to know whether the market is moving lower or not. But as of now, the trend is getting slowly clear that they wanted to take it lower. Next, once I see this data, I just go and look at the market movers, okay, to see which are the banks which is taking the market lower or not. Here you will be able to see all the FNO stocks. I'll just go only choose the Nifty bank. Here you can clearly see none of the banks are in the gainers. Every bank is in the loser list. And who is like in trying to make a low? Almost Bank Bandhan Bank, the Bank of Baroda, the Federal Bank, all of them are making a 6-day or a 7-day or 9-day low, which is significant. Any stock which is falling 8-day and above low, then you will see the continuation of that particular stock falling further and further. If you go and look at the Federal Bank, I'll open up the Federal Bank chart. Though these are all like not in a strong bank, it has broken it in the opening minute, and then now it is trying to go towards the territory and then trying to do a small recovery. But what has happened with the OI? OI has been consistently rising. That means every move towards the super trend and the VWAP, you will expect some kind of a selling to be happening. The reason for this bounce is purely on the RSI effect. RSI from 20, it is trying to bounce above. As I told you, when it reaches the 20 RSI, you will normally see some dead cat bounce. That's exactly been happening. Now, if you look at all the banks, all of them are either 1% or 0.5% down. And what I would love to see, Kotak Bank, which is also making a 9-day low, this is going to be significant. One of the private banks, which is the top one, is also making a low that is symbolically identifying and saying to you, Shiva, there is a possibility this market can fall further. So who's the only one who's giving you a little bit of a support? ICICI Bank, not even much, just 0.05%. So I wouldn't be okay. If it had been moving around 1% or 2% on the upside, then it can have like an index management. But at this juncture, this is not going to be helping. And in terms of the Nifty mid cap, look at this. The Bandhan, the Emphasis, the Federal Bank, all these guys are falling big time. And naturally, you will see a bigger drag happening. Some of the ones which are making a move, Hindustan Petro, 9-day high, but it's not going to give you sufficient move because when you have so many on the downside, you will not be able to compensate for that. If you just click on the index contribution, that data can help you a lot. You can clearly see who are the ones who are making the market move on the upside. Hardly a 5-point move by ICICI, whereas all these banks are dragging with the 276 points. HDFC 66, Bank of Baroda 44, all these are live data. So within a minute, you will be able to see it. So as and when it is getting updated, we will get to see the data getting tracked. Okay, so currently the Bank Nifty, whatever the 200 point move and so on, you are able to see who's contributing to the maximum over there. Okay, next, this is on the mid cap. If you look at it, almost 100-point move. Hindustan Petrol and all these guys are giving you a 19-point move, whereas the bigger move is happening on the decline with Bandhan and Federal leading the pack. They are the ones who are trying to drag this index lower and lower with almost 20, 30 odd points. So this particular tab, combining with the market movers, will give me a clue where exactly the market is heading. Now, we are seeing these two tabs. Sure, what are the other things which you normally watch during the day? I normally go and select a particular strike wherein I wanted to take a trade. Imagine I wanted to take a trade on 48,300. My strike selection will always be in the money or at the money. So normally focus on that. So now the Bank Nifty is moving higher, right? Look at this. At 322. It is at 47,800. Normally I choose like a 48,100 or 48,200, something which is trading at 300 to 400 bits. Now, why I choose this kind of a strike? The answer lies here. Go to the option chain page. you see this 48,100. I normally look at the delta, considering today is not an expiry day. Okay, expiry is going to be on Wednesday. So you have another 2 more days for the expiry. When it is getting closer and closer, I go for an higher delta. Today, since we have another 2 more days, I can choose any delta between 0.55 to 0.7. So this one is around 0.66. That means every 1 rupee move, I will be getting 0.66. If I'm going to be choosing something OTM, here like 47,600 or 47,500, for every 1 rupee move, we will want to get around 0.25. That's not going to be helping me. And I believe the market is falling again. You can clearly see every move as they are trying to head towards a territory, they are trying to make a fall. Just take some quick trades here because I'm just looking for this opportunity, but it is not coming in. So I just needed to go with the momentum. So what I'm doing, I'm just trying to take in the momentum 336, 337, 340, 341. Once it crosses the 345 or 350 mark, then I will try to trail it. Always remember, averaging is an art. Don't try to do it only when it is going against you. You also needed to do it when it is going in your favor. Keep a range. If you're trying to buy it between 300 to 350, keep it that range. 325 as a median, 25 rupees above, 25 rupees below. So buy between that, and once it crosses the buy range, start to trade it. Start to trade it. That's the critical element. Once it crosses the 350 mark, we will try to trail this. Or if it comes to 330 or 320, I'll try to buy it. Can you see what they are trying to do here? They're just trying to not even go towards a territory, using every opportunity as an opportunity to sell. So once they break this range, you will see a fresh set of selling happening. Till that time, I just needed to quickly scalp here and there, make some quick bucks, and then get out of it. In the meantime, I'll just show you a few more things. So in the option chain, I normally look for the delta, plus I normally look for the areas wherein they're creating the maximum position. If you look at it on the call side, the maximum OI at this current juncture is at 48,000. You can clearly see the biggest OI jump also happened in that particular strike, and you can see the big volume there. Okay, so clearly, as a seller, I'm creating more positions on 48,000, adding more quantity, and it is being getting traded with volume. On the other hand, 48,000 put is also trading, but you can clearly see the OI is not that high as they have been creating it on the call side. So here the OI is around 33 lakhs. In terms of the change, there is hardly anything. But here there is a bigger change which has been happening. Okay, I think they're just trying to add some more. We will be getting an opportunity to enter some more here. Just buying few here, adding some more. So these are the areas where I will be able to add it, and I have hardly added 70,000 here. Still, we have like a cushion left wherein we'll be able to add more. But I'm not going in all in because this market has still not given me a complete control saying that I'm going to be following in a great extent. Okay, so use every opportunities in your kitty to go on. So from almost, what happened? From 1,000 rupees, it has gone to 7,000 rupees now. Is it moving in your favor? Every move is being happening as a what we expected it. Now, as a trader, I just needed to go on trading it. Keep a 5-point gap. Okay, so sometimes it can trigger like in a big move, sometimes it won't. But still, you would have made your money without any effort. Any effort. Is it a good one? So guys, we are doing whatever that is possible to showcase you how as a trader, as a scalper, I will use all those opportunities to take trade. So tell me honestly, if you guys would have been doing this kind of a trading in a day, how many trades would have gone in your favor and how many trades would have been gone back? So we have did almost in how many trades we would have done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've showed you 5 trades. Did any of our trades go into a stop loss or go into a deep loss? Nothing. It's all about where you are entering, how you are exiting. This is scalping is an art. Okay, scalping is an art. You don't need it to do any major thing. Only thing is you needed to know when to enter, when to exit. If the trade goes against you, better exit. And don't try to go on entering when the trade is not in your favor. Wait for it to go near to the resistance area. Go follow the data. When the data is all on you, try to follow the data. And most important thing as a buyer, go for an index which is going to give you a quick move. And go for an index wherein you don't need to go and take an OTM trade. You can take in the money and under money. Always go for the quality rather than the quantity. That's the most critical element. Okay, as a scalper, keep it simple. Don't try to complicate things. And the most important element, don't try to think that I have missed a large part of the rally. If you are a scalper, you needed to prepare yourself. What is your target and what is that which you wanted to accomplish? There are days wherein you would see the price move from 200 to 400, but by end of the day, it can come down from 400 to 100 also. So not necessarily you will be able to capture all the moves all the days. No, you have to be consistent. To be consistent, you have to enter, exit. As a scalper, that's going to be my critical area. Okay, I'm not going to be worried about anything else. If I'm able to make 1% consistently, imagine you might have winning days and losing days. Even out of 20 days, even if you're losing 5 days, if you've already made around 20-30%, in a month you will be you can make around 50% after all the losses and everything. Imagine within 5 months, 15 into 5, you would have almost around close to 75 to 80 odd percent. That means you are literally doubling your capital within 6 months to 8 months. Guys, who can give you that kind of a money? Only thing is our greed. If you are not able to control our greed, then you will never be able to succeed. You will never be able to succeed. Control your greed. Try to find ways for you to become consistent. As a scalper, if you're able to do it, you don't require every day, you just need a large move. Days like today, this is absolutely fine. Even today, many people would have lost big chunk if you're a trend player because it went higher and then it is coming down. As a scalper, you would have made money on that side, you would have made money on the downside. That's the power of a scalper. That's the power of a scalper. You don't require yes, some days when the trend is completely a trending day. Out of 20 days in a month, you might hardly get 2-3 days trending towards in that particular manner. But 90% of the time, you will get days like this. Today, you can clearly see this particular candle again, they are trying to go there. So what is happening? Should we really go here? No, I would literally wait. If you go and look at the RSI levels, what is happening with the RSI now? Is it getting into the in a below zone, below 40? Absolutely, yes. So clearly this is going in your favor. OI is going higher. Short buildup is happening. Short buildup is happening. Now, if you go and look at the futures data, which will also be suggesting you that. Good news is, day is a trending day. How do we know that it is a trending day? It's a simple one. Every 1 hour, if they are trying to make a new low, and if it is moving with the volume, and it is a clear short buildup or a long unwinding, then it is most likely to be a trending day. Normally, a trending day, you will see a new low getting till 132. So then you can use every opportunity as an opportunity to sell it. That's exactly being the scenario now. What is that happening now? Imagine if I wanted to take a fresh trade. Should I go and take a trade now? Considering the way the RSI levels, now it is almost at 32. Once it goes to 29.30, yes, I can. But once it goes below the 20 mark, I shouldn't. You can clearly see it went up to a 400. Now it is back at the 380 odd mark. What they will try to do, they will try to trap the people who are entering in and then exiting the positions and so on. If you really wanted to capture the 5 point, 10 point, you needed to ready to get in once it goes to the 380, 350 odd mark. Again, try to quickly enter and then exit. So if I'm a large player, this is how I will quickly go with the momentum and then quickly enter, exit. I'm just showing you both the sides so that people should know there is a risk involved, not only with the small, when you look at this. It is almost from almost 300, 400 odd levels. It has come to almost 370. This is the area wherein they're just doing a big bounce. They're trying to close it in the green. The bulls are trying their level best. Now, as a trader, I just needed to quickly go in. If the move is in my favor, I just needed to quickly settle it and then square off some positions and then trail the remaining ones. So if you look at it, we went in, taken some quick positions at the lower level at around 370 odd levels, 385. We quickly covered some positions. Reason is, if there is another move which is going to be going against me, I will have some capital to average my positions and then get it. That's the reason you needed to be really fast as a scalper. If you look at this timings, I'll just close these positions and then I'll let you know. So we're already getting at 21,000. So look at the timings here. That's the most critical element. When you're entering and exiting it, can you see this? 11:56, 54, 11:56, almost at 5 seconds, 6 seconds, we are out. And then the remaining quantity, we are out in 30 seconds. So almost 80K, we have got to 20. As a scalper, you needed to be real quick in terms of executing your plan. Okay, that's going to be an ideal way for you to do it. But now I will literally look for this particular level getting taken out with volume for me to go on the other side. Now, can you see this? Why I've drawn this line now? This is the low at which they supported yesterday and made a significant move on the downside. And what are they trying to do? Can you see it? They are trying to defend that level. One, second time they're coming there, they are trying to defend it. There might be some people who would be asking me, sure, can I go and take a trade on the upside now, considering it's a support? No. Considering the way the data is showing now, okay, the data is clearly showing me, Shiva, every hour they are making a new low. That means there is a heavy possibility that these guys can take it further lower. So Bank Nifty, you can clearly see they have, when we started the session, it was around 98 lakhs. They have added close to 50 odd lakhs here, and they are unwinding the positions on the put side. Though they are not unwinding in a major way, they're adding more positions, which is a significant news point. Now, what is happening here? Whenever they are breaking a crucial level, they needed to break it with a volume. Can you see this blue dot? It is denoting to me that Shiva, they are trying to take this market lower with the volume. This is significant now. If they are breaking this level with the volume, and if you are getting a follow-up in the second candle, then yes, this market is ideally expected to falter towards the 47,700. Can you see another 20 seconds left? The bulls are trying to close it above that blue line. That's the reason you are getting to see a wick getting formed. Can you see the wick? Yes. Whether the bulls is going to be winning it or the bears are going to be winning it. That's something which we need to be watching it in the next few minutes. Almost 5 more seconds. Looks like the bulls are coming and giving you a last punch, but the bears are getting it. Now, the bears have got that. They've closed it below that level. Now, all I need is a big volume on this candle so that the bulls will be completely getting demoralized and they will give up all their positions. And if the bulls wanted to take it back, this is the candle that they will try to do it. Okay, bulls are bears. This candle will determine it, and we needed the volume. Already, this particular candle at 73K volume, and if this one can also give you more than 50K volume, the trend will be very clear for the day, at least for some time, wherein every rise will be used as an opportunity to sell. Whether the bulls are going to be retaining that level back, this candle is going to tell you that. Another 2 minutes left. Look at the way the bulls are coming back. They are trying to inch it up higher and higher. Will the bulls be able to take it all the way up to the resistance? Wherein we will be able to take the positions over there. As a seller, I'll be quickly entering in and exiting it. I'll just show you the chart of this 48,100. You will get a complete clue what I am talking about. Look at this 48,100 chart. It went up to 431. Now it is coming back to the 400 odd mark. Will they be able to? Can you see this? They are literally trying to defend. The bulls are literally saying, Shiva, this is the Friday low. I'm not going to give you an easy move on that particular candle. Are they going to be doing it in this one? Will the bears be able to take it lower, close it with the volume? Is it going to be a bull candle or a bear candle? We just needed another 1 minute and 20 seconds for us to get the confirmation. What a thrilling day. What a thrilling day, right? This is how normally you needed to decode the data. Wait for the levels. See whether the bulls or bears, who's going to take the market over. And once that particular level is given up, then you will see a bigger pressure coming in the markets. Now, for some reason, if this particular candle is going to be closing in the green, the bears have to do it in the following candle. Otherwise, the bulls will be able to take it all the way up here. All the way up here. Look at this. From 430, it has come down to 400 crore. And if you feel, Shiva, anyway, they are going to be like a keep on selling it. This is the area wherein I will try to do some kind of a quick entry, exit, and so on. Now that bulls are like another 30 more seconds, if the bulls are like still they are feeling the pressure, the bears are coming in the last moment. Can you see what the bears are trying to do? They are trying to keep it below that level. I don't want to give you guys an exit. I wanted to take it lower. I wanted to take it lower and lower. The bears are coming in the last 30 seconds, trying to punch it hard on the downside. Will the bears be able to take it with the volume? Say, for example, if the bears are not putting in the volume, it is also going to be a cause of concern. Why? Imagine a guy who's pushing in so much on the downside, and if he's not able to move it, then it's always a problem. Now look at this. They couldn't close it in the red. The bulls are saying, okay, these guys have forgot the wallet at home. They are not bringing in sufficient funds to take this market lower. Let me try to push it up higher. Okay, so in case if he's trying to push it up higher, I'd be happy to take some positions because today, after the market came down, they weren't able to go and touch the super trend level for once. So once it goes near to the super trend level, that's the area where to go and take in significant position. So I'll be watching for that level. Let's see whether they are going to be taking that. Will they be breaking it? Let's see. Will they get it towards a WMA or in a super trend level? These are the two indicators which we have used, right? So we will be looking at those two indicators. Nope. They're just not getting towards the territory. The bulls are not able to take it beyond that level. Now that the bulls are not able to do it, the bears are coming and attacking it again. From almost 21, now our profit has gone to 26, 27. Now look at this. It has gone to 445. A quick move, right? Every move is used as an opportunity to sell? Yes, no. Yes, it is, right? So, like, there will be a quick move. So you needed to be really quick, get in, get out. Now, at least, if they are able to pump in some volume, this one has like a 33K volume. Imagine another 30 more seconds. If they're able to pump into 50K, then yes, the trend may continue on the downside. Otherwise, you might get to see a sideways kind of a day when the market can give you a move here and there and not much of an action. Not much of an action. I think they're just not willing to give the volume. So you might see 450 again back to 420 again. It can go to 370. So the market will be in a seesaw day. Okay. So apart from that, the trending oil can give you a clue. That has already been giving you enough clues for you to know what is the market momentum and so on. So already you can clearly see all the put prices have gone to 100%. Call prices are trading at more than 50% fall. If I go and look at the voice purge data, which will be giving me a clue whether which way the market is headed. So click on this. It will tell you long build-up, short covering, and long unwind. So what are these four quadrants? First quadrant is for the people who buy long calls, someone who wanted to go on the long in the market. That means buyers. So today, all the puts are the ones which is significant. Yes, fine. If you are a buyer today, you should be buying a put, not any calls as such. Why? All the calls, like in all the puts at least, it is clearly like in making a move with more than 50 to 100%, and OI also has jumped more than 50%. We have a clear a rule which says whenever you see a particular site making a move with clear 50% increase in OI, 50% increase in price, that is called as long build-up. That is called as long build-up. Okay, so we will clearly go on the long side here. As a seller, I would clearly go on the put side. As a seller, I would go on the put side. So you needed to demarcate yourself which side you wanted to go in, whether as a buyer on the put side, whether as a seller on the call side. So once you determine these two, then you will see the short covering happening on the. This is like, and if you look at the whatever the calls here which you're showing it, these are all like an hedge trades. Okay, so these are all hedge trades which would have happened, but mostly what they are trying to do, they are trying to, you can clearly 48,200, 48,400, all these are clearly the puts which are in the money puts which are getting to see a short. Okay, and you can clearly see all the calls which are like which you don't see, which you don't expect to go and hit it, all are getting to the mode of unwind. So if you're a buyer, I would concentrate being on the put side, considering the way the market has rewarded me. So every move on the upside up to this level of the VWAP, it will be a sell on rise market. Yep, sell on rise markets. Okay, guys. So this way to approach the market. Now you can clearly see it went up to a high of 449, getting to see a cool off. So normally you will get to see this happens. As I told you, that's the reason the most important thing is when they are breaking the crucial levels, they needed to break it up with volume. All the time. If they are not breaking those levels with volume, you will see someone coming and taking this market higher and giving the support and so on, which we don't want. We wanted all these levels to be taken out with. I'm just looking for it to provide me one more opportunity to see whether if it is able to go near to the super trend for me to take a trade. We don't have any positions. It almost went up to like 440. Now it is back at the 396. So in case if I wanted to take some positions here, I'll try to use every opportunity outside to take some positions. And it go higher to add more positions on that one. Oh. So we bought it somewhere around 401 to 406. Now it is at 413. So once it is almost above your buy price, keep trailing. Keep like in a 5-point gap and then like and keep on moving. It is, that's okay. That's it. Keep on doing that 10 point, 15 point, 10 point, 15 point. That should be more than sufficient. Yeah. And this is the daily chart, which I wanted to show it to you guys. So if you look at it, Bank Nifty has been consistently taking a support at the 20-day moving average, which is around 48,000 odd levels. So today is the day wherein it is trying to break that level. Once this breaks, you might see the Bank Nifty heading all the way up to 46,500. Until then, you don't have any major support coming in. maybe one or two supports here and there, but you will see a bigger move happening all the way up to 46,500. And then the next major support can be somewhere around 45,800 or levels. So these are the two levels wherein I want you guys to keenly watch. In case if the closing is going to be weak today, you might get to see a bigger fall happening in the Bank Nifty today or in the upcoming days. And for the Nifty, currently it does not went and violated that 20-day moving average, which is somewhere around 21,500 odd levels. Once that breaks, you may get to see all the way up to 2,900 to almost 2,800 odd levels, and the bigger support to be coming in at 20,200. But this is going to be a critical level. But Bank Nifty is the one which is weaker compared to the Nifty, and if this guy breaks, then all hell can break loose on the other side as well. Now, they are clearly trying to take it higher again, but considering there have been a few moves here and there, what I would ideally rate is, rather than taking a trade near to this WMA, I would literally wait near to the super trend. Okay, because multiple times, if they are going and testing this WMA, it may become a weak indicator. Don't try to go and barge into the trade over there. Instead, I would wait near to the super trend. That is going to be a significant resistance. But I would have been so happy if the moves have been happening with the volume. Then this would definitely give us one round of a trading opportunity here, another round of a trading opportunity here. But since it is not happening with the volume, I just needed to make some, instead of me going 20%, I might go with 10-15%. So if it is not falling with the volume, don't try to go in with a large volume. Don't try to go in with a large volume. That's critical. Good news is still the bands are having in complete control on this market. So it is at 396. So again back at the 390 odd mark, 392, 393. Can it head towards a territory? We still have another 20-30 minutes of session left. What I will try to do is I'll try to show you if there is another trade opportunity, if there is a possibility. But if you look at it, rather than me concentrating on the mid-cap Nifty, I'm just concentrating more on the Bank Nifty. Why? I'll just show you the mid-cap chart. Then you will understand why I'm not doing much on that. If you look at this mid-cap chart, this is your 10,550. Can you see what has happened? The high went around like 1115 was 107. From there, it is hardly trading within 10-15 point range. 10-15 point, I can't do anything as a scalper. I at least needed 5-10 points for me to scalp. If it is already traded within that narrow range, then you won't be able to win as a scalper. But compare it with the Bank Nifty here. Can you see what is happening with 48,100? It went to almost the 11-15 time frame, right? Look at this. From almost 320 odd levels, it went to 450. Now it went to 390, again back to 410, 412. So you will be able to quickly scalp here. That's my ideal scenario. I needed a move which will help me to go and do a quick scalp, which I can't do it with a smaller index. Okay, so that's the reason I avoid the smaller index wherein you won't get the move as a buyer. This will be very suited for the sellers, but as a buyer, you need the momentum, you need the volatility, you need the moves to be happening pretty quick. That's the only way you will be able to make some quick buys. What is happening with the Dow? It went to 120 levels, minus 120. Again, it is back at that same level. So it is clearly not giving you anything which was going to be suggesting me that Shira, this move is going to be helpful. No, nothing like that. Can it head towards the 380? Can you see what is the importance of this blue line? Are they defending it? Yes, no. Now we would have understood why we draw all these support and resistant lines. Okay, so these are the things many people ask me, Shiva, do you have any further mentoring program or nothing? Yes, we are starting a mentoring program. wherein we will go in detail. We will have like in a 12-day session wherein every day we will cover a concept and we will go in detail about each and every concept, why we like and respect all these things, why the lines are being drawn and those lines are getting respected. Okay, so now you would have understood the importance. You can clearly see this is what the importance which we had it for this line. Once that line got broken, you can clearly see they went to the next support. Now, once this support is done, they will go to the next support. That's the reason we clearly needed to wait for that support line to be broken for us to get in. 385. From 440, it has come down to 380 odd levels. Now, this line, I'm not going to be looking at. I wanted it to go all the way here. In case, if you feel that, Shiva, again, I wanted to take few trades here and few trades here, if you're taking 2 lots here, 4 lots here, 8 lots here. That's how we need it to be. So they are clearly making a small move here and there, but not getting you a significant. So now, when was the last time they made a new low? This is the candle. Just watch out for this candle. It was at around 12.3. That means by 1.3, they needed to make a new low. In case if they are making it into a trending day, they needed to make a new low by 1 o'clock. So why they normally tend to do that? What do you see as the gap between the candle and the VWAP? This is the money the seller is going to be taking it home. This is the money that the seller is going to take it home. So that's the reason when it goes near to this area, they'll keep on taking it away and away from the buyer. So imagine you being a future buyer today. You know what will be the money which, if you're a large future player, the money which you're going to be losing is between this gap to this point. That's the reason we needed to wait till that particular level. Okay, so this is the money which the buyers will be taking. Now again, buyer is trying to take it. It went to 4010, again back at the 395 odd mark. As a scalper, this is like in a perfect day wherein you will keep on scalping it for 5 points, 10 points, and so on. But if you're going to be like an intraday player, you will literally wait, hoping in case if you have taken a trade after the breakout is happening on the downside, if you're taking a trade here, you would literally doesn't wanted to see all this volatility. You would have like you would just literally wanting to see the market going lower without any pain. Otherwise, if you're trailing, it will easily come and trigger your stop loss, and then the market will make a move. And then by the time it makes a move, you will definitely lose out long. And you can clearly see this. They're using the WMA as a resistance and this particular level as your support. Once this WMA is given up, you will see they all the way go up to the super trend. And that's the area wherein I would love to get into a trade now. In case, Shiva, if I'm getting into the super trend, where exactly is my stop loss? The stop loss will be somewhere around the VWAP. Considering there is a resistance here, I will use 5 or 10 points above this level as my. Yes, the main reason why they needed to do all this magic. They needed to keep on doing this, right? This is the area wherein they can trap the buyers. Option buyers tend to think that they will be able to capture the moves all the time. You cannot do that. As an option buyer, you needed to be smart enough. Today, if you'd have seen it, some of the option buyers still would be sitting in a loss. Why? Because they would have entered, it would have went above, it would have triggered their stop loss, they would have taken a call trade, that would have triggered a stop loss when it fell. So by this time, they would have been literally sitting on losses on both the sides. If you're a scalper, you will be quickly able to enter, wait for the support at the resistance level, enter, exit, enter, exit. That's the ideal way as a scalper you need it to be. Yes, tell me honestly, even if you're having like 20 lakhs, when you're not even deployed 1 or 2 lakhs in every trade, in spite of that, if you're able to make more money than 1%, should you not be happy? Absolutely. Without taking any major risk, you're just making some funds here and there, and then you're making money. And like even in terms of the brokerage charges and other things, you would hardly give like in around 2,000 to 3,000 of this money. Still, 22,000 is going to be coming into your pocket. what more you need as a scalper. That's exactly the game. And the most important thing, wait for it. Since you have made money, wait for it. Wait, once it is coming near in your bucket, then go and attack it. That's the goal game. Now that they are trying to break that shackle above this level, they just needed to go all the way here. Can you see this? From almost 410 back at the 390 odd levels. Once they go here, I will be able to take some position. You can go ahead and take here, but I would sincerely say, considering we have taken several trades at this like in a resistance, I would use for the next resistance again. Or let them break this level with the volume, and then I will go and chase it on the downside. Clearly, this market is giving you enough opportunity for you to scalp, and I think this is like very good in terms of whatever that you guys wanted to do. Let's wait and watch whether they are going to be going towards the territory for us to take one more trade. So clearly short covering is happening here. You can clearly look at this. The OI on the put side from 36 lakhs to 25 on 48,000. OI from 22, 39, 39, 51. Slowly we are adding more and more. The price has come from 258, 234, 195, 156. Every hour they're making a new. So clearly this is heading towards the territory. So what I'm going to be doing it? Will I buy it? A put or a call? I'm just going to be buying some puts. Adding some positions here. Once it reaches here, I will try to deploy more. Always remember, once you have made some money, take a risk out of this profit. Okay, that way you will be able to protect your previous day profits. That's important. Can they head towards the territory? Just looking for one more candle. And when it is moving higher, just look out for the volume, whether it is moving with the volume or not. If it is not moving with the volume, that means it's a fake move. That's to trap the people. Okay, that's to trap the people. Can they move further up? Now, for the first time, you normally get to see some kind of a rejection happening here. In case if they are not doing it, since it has not fallen with volume, it can go potentially all the way up to here. Okay, so that's the reason. Don't go in all in here. Can they keep moving towards 350 odd levels? No. So someone is trying to put the pressure here. Normally, if it is going to be a writer's day, how will we be able to identify it? By the second half, they will do all the recovery and then try to close the market near to the VWAP. Whenever the market is trying to close near to the VWAP, that's a clear sign it is going to be a writer's day. So we bought the first one somewhere around 380 odd levels, and then we went all the way up to 365. Now it is back at the 375 odd levels. So somewhere our average would be somewhere around 374, 375. So already like we are above the average because it was around 25,000 odd levels, right? So we are in the average level. Now, if it goes to 380, then we will be into profit. If it goes below, then we will try to get it. So clearly you can see they are not able to go towards that super trend level. Someone is putting the pressure to take the market. Good news for me, it is not moving higher with volume. The global cues are still weak. which are all the points which I will be keenly watching when it is going near that particular level. Are we in the profits now? Absolutely, we are in the profits. Almost like we are getting 1,500 to 2,000 rupees with a small quantity. Once it crosses the 385, we can trail this. So that we will be able to capture the 10 or 15 points and then keep on scalping. So all the move has been completely denied. I'm getting closer and closer because these are all scalping trades, right? I just needed to go along for a trigger. Done. From almost 25, we got around 4,000 rupees on this particular. So guys, I can't give you more examples than this in a live market. So we are almost done like a 1.5 hour session. Literally, I would have taken 15 to 20 trades made. None as it was stop loss. With a 20 lakh capital, hardly 1, 2 lakh being used. We're closing around somewhere around 29. How was the experience overall when you guys have been looking at all the data points? What are the things which I'm looking at? Why I said I don't want to take a trade here? Why I went all the way here with a small volume? Still, you will be able to make some 2,000 to 3,000 bucks. So there is a myth created that the option buyers can't make money. It's not about option buyers can't make money. It's all about how you read the data and where you enter, where you exit, how you hold your position, how you average your position. Don't try to hold on to your losing trades. And at the same time, if your winning trade is only with like a few points, your losing trade should also be with that. Only then you will survive in this market in the long run. Guys, I know many have been like pinging me separately, like and asking me, like, is there a course detail wherein we will be able to ping and join? So I'll just share my one sec. Let me just quickly give you that, so that even after the session, in case if you guys have any queries, you will still be able to reach out to me. And at the same time, even the Upsurge team has like uploaded the video. You guys can go through that. Let me just. You guys can reach out to me on my Twitter ID and also on the WhatsApp 994564562. You should be able to reach out to us, and I should be able to provide you the details regarding the next mentoring and what are the things which I'm going to be doing it with Upsurge in the upcoming dates. But this market, clearly, it looks like pretty much ripe for it to sell on every rise. And I hope this like a 1.5 hours, 2 hour session would have been helpful to all of you. In case if you guys still feel that Shiva, like there are a lot of things. Yes, there are a lot of things to learn. The market teaches us every day, and I'll be happy to share in the upcoming sessions. So, guys, any queries in the next 10 minutes, we will try to address that, and then we will wind down the session. I hope it would have been helpful to all of you.
Hello, sir. Can we take few questions around before concluding the session?
Yes, we can go ahead.
Yeah. So we have a question from user like, do we only need to plot the indicator on index futures and not on spot?
Yeah, we normally plot it on the index future. The primary reason is spot is not a traded instrument. Future is a traded instrument. In future only we will get to know whether what kind of volume we will. That's the reason we use the futures, not the spot. Only in futures we will be able to track the OI also, wherein whether the OI is like steadily increasing or falling and other things. If you're looking at the spot chart, I'll just show you that. So you won't get to see anything in terms of the OI data. It'll be just like a move based on the index contribution. I'll just show you that. Look at this. This is a Nifty bank. Can you see it? It will only show you the RSI level. You won't get to see any open interest data, why it is moving up or why it is moving down. It is purely based on the spot data. You will get to see this. But in the future, you will absolutely get every information what you require it as a trader. That's the reason we use
it. Sir, there is a question from Gurdeep Singh. He's asking how to select the strike price in current market scenarios.
Yeah, like look at the way this price is currently trading. It is around trading at 48,000. So normally, as I told you, just go and look for the delta, which is around 0.6 and 0.7. If it is going to be on an expiry date, say for example, tomorrow, I will go for a delta of 0.7. If it is on expiry date, 0.8. So every 1 rupee move, you will get 70 paisa today. So if you're choosing 48,000, you'll get 60 paisa. Choose the higher delta so that you can go in the money strike, and at the same time, every move, you might lose 70 paisa when the move goes against you, but as a buyer, it is always advantage when you're choosing in the money strike, but don't go too far in the money. Why? Because there is going to be hardly any open interest. The volume will be very less traded. So choose something where the volume is also there. The reason why I chose a round strike is you are clearly seeing a bigger volume happening, so that the slippage won't be there much in these kind of strikes. And now, again, they are doing another round of a calculated move. People like us who will literally love these kind of moves. Why? It almost went to 400, again back at the 360. If you're a quick scalper, what you will do? You will quickly get in, and once it is above your buy price, quickly trail it. If it is like in quickly falling, then you just needed to wait till this particular level for you to average it more, right? This is the level. Don't go all in here. I would just wait it. Once it goes towards the 350 to 340 odd levels, I will average my position because it is going without any volume.
Yes, sir. There is one more question. How to change option chain chart color?
Option change chart color, like we don't do anything. You can just add the few columns, whatever that is there in the column settings, and then you can change it. But by default, these are all like in red, green, and everything will change automatically. Okay, I think now it is moving towards the 20. Like, and look at this, it is heading towards a higher range. What I'm going to be doing is averaging some positions here because they are clearly trying to take it higher without the volume. Now the question mark is people who have been like in holding the position, you all will be like literally getting like in whatever the profit which I've seen, everything is getting frozen. But in case if you have been booking the profit, still you will be in profit for you to go and take a trade which is going to be in your favor.
Yeah, okay, sir. So these were the questions which users asked.
Okay, so guys, this is how I normally try to take positions, get a quick entry, exit. In case if the trade is going against you, if you wanted to cut down the position, keep a stop loss. If you feel that like I can't take it beyond 320, keep it at 320. Whatever the stop loss which you wanted to, keep it so that it always stays in the system and you will not miss it. So I wanted to keep my profit at 25,000. I don't want to lose it beyond this. So I can keep it here, 21,500 as my level wherein I don't want to go beyond this. Okay. And I can also trail it with the 500. Now it is at 25,500. Okay. Now automatically, whenever the like when it goes to 25,000, it will again, if I wanted to close my positions here, I'll close some positions here and then retain this 26,500. I don't want to close it. Now it has closed it, and then your MTM stop loss got hit. That's it. That's the way we will do the trading. Now, guys, in case if you guys are going to be looking at, this is the area wherein because they have broken the super trend, but in a very minimal volume, but you will definitely get one round of resistance. Okay, so that's the level I'll be keeping watching. With that, we are coming towards the end of the session. As I told you, if you guys wanted to reach out, you can reach out through the Upsurge team, or you can pick me on the WhatsApp 9945645682. We will be happy to help you out. So thank you all, and you all had a great day. And we are having a launching session today at 2:30 for the mentoring program. So in case if you guys are available, join us at 2:30 today. Okay, guys. Thank you all so much. Thank you guys, and thanks Upsurge team. Hope you guys had like a good fun. Looking forward to seeing you all on another wonderful day. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much, Seva sir, for conducting this live session with Upsurge. Thank you all users. Please subscribe and like all the videos. And I know some users had queries. Some users had queries regarding the quality of videos and audios, but don't worry. Once the live session is uploaded, all things will be sorted out. In case if you want to learn scalping, we have pinned down the link for the course of Seva sir's option scalping. So please go and watch the course. It's very nice. We have curated this course in 3 hours. You will enjoy the course and you will learn a lot of things in it. Thank you so much, sir.